because she is our girl, Karoline Leavitt. We got to have some Karoline Leavitt today. She was on Fox, I believe, to talk about, again, the hysteria that's happening, the overreaction about this look into U.S. aid, and why, again, a reminder for people why this is all happening.
Going through the federal government line by line and making this government more efficient is one of those priorities and one of those promises that President Trump made. And as you just cited, John, 56% of Americans support freezing foreign aid. And I read a fascinating article in the Washington Post today. They interviewed voters in Pennsylvania, and all of them said that they support President Trump and Elon Musk's efforts to make this government more efficient. What President Trump and Elon Musk and this entire administration is trying to do is make our bloated bureaucracy here in Washington run like a profitable business. And every agency has been tasked with going line by line and ensuring that the American taxpayers' money is aligned with the American people's interests. It's a common sense solution to fixing a decades-old problem of bloated bureaucracy, waste, fraud, and abuse. And the vast majority of Americans support it. So the Democrats can hoot and holler all they want. This White House will stay committed to delivering on President Trump's priorities and being good stewards of the hardworking American people's tax dollars.
God bless him. Hashtag hoot and holler.
She's so good.
She is. There's nobody better. You know, I thought McEnany, I thought, okay, she was there. I mean, she set the bar, right?
Yeah, she was great.
This chick, she was like, hold my beer. You know what I mean? I got this.
Just incredible. I mean, she
really
said all of that without notes, without a binder, without looking at anything. She just said the things.
And she's 27.
Yeah.
Imagine what is she going to be like at 37?
I'm afraid of her.
I mean, everybody better watch out. And imagine at 47. We are going to see great things from this chick.
For
great
real.
Things. Mm-hmm.
Speaking of super highly competent blondes, Natalie Winters did a report on the War Room about some of the USAID funding and how it was funding like 90% of Ukraine's media. So this is freaking batshit. Here, take a listen to this.
But here's where it gets really dark. Because right now, Ukraine, there's reporting 9 out of 10 media outlets in Ukraine are funded by USAID. Otherwise, they would not exist. That's a Ukraine foreign minister's own words, not mine. Norm Eisen has been screaming in the Brookings Institution, in the mainstream media. There's a piece we can put on screen, quote, investigative journalism is essential for Ukraine reconstruction and anti-corruption. They have used the weaponization of journalism through USAID and all of these foreign countries, not to expose or dox autocratic leaders, but to defend themselves and be the Praetorian Guard for the corrupt activities that they've been engaging in. Because you know why, Steve, USAID wants to be funding the journalists on the ground in Ukraine? Because they want the concept of controlled opposition. They don't want the audits. They don't want actual reporters who are going to be digging in to the I guess it's now just $77 billion, but what was nearly $200 billion in aid. They want to be controlling the journalists, controlling the messaging, and USAID has been the platform through which they've done that, just like they tried to control President Trump with the first impeachment. But now they know Ukraine audits are probably coming. That gravy train's ending. So they are in full-blown meltdown and panic because they know that they're not going to be able to control the narrative.
Oh, they don't want the audits? That sounds really familiar, doesn't it? Yeah, it's they cannot control the narrative anymore, you guys. Like everybody's panicking all over the place.
And that's why because they can't. And that is why, that's the reason for the panic.
And everything's happening so quickly. They're just freaking out. They're so used to just having complete control, and they've lost it. Like it's gone.
You guys, exciting new challenge being given to you by none other than naturopathic Dr. Dennis Black, the creator of this amazing nutritional supplement for dogs and cats, Ruff Greens. So he is inviting everybody. If you're a current user of Ruff Greens, or maybe you haven't tried it yet, he's inviting you all to do the 90-day challenge. So here's what it's about. The Ruff Greens 90-day challenge, he thinks that what you're going to see if you start your dog on Ruff Greens in the first 30 days, you're going to notice shinier coats. You're going to notice increased energy. That's the first month. Then in month 2, by day 60, your dog is going to have a stronger immune system. They're going to have less shedding, and they're going to have improved joint function. And then at 90 days, they're going to have better digestion. They're going to have reduced inflammation, improved heart health, and you might have even lowered their cancer risk. Because one of the great things about having a nutritional supplement for your dog is that, just like with us humans, these are things that support optimum health. And so, your dog's dry kibble is not going to do that on its own, which is why you want to be able to have all the extra minerals, nutrients, and vitamins that they need. And you can get all of that in Ruff Greens. Plus, they love the taste. So if you haven't tried it yet, try it for free. You can get a free Jumpstart trial bag by using code CHICKS, and you just cover shipping by going to ruffgreens.com. Again, that's code CHICKS at ruffgreens.com. ruffgreens.com.
And that's why you see all these people standing on podiums, and the Chuck Schumers and all these Yahoos and the Elizabeth Warrens. They are losing their minds because they no longer have control. And now we're like, we're going to go ahead and we're going to look behind the curtain, and we're going to see all the nasty crap that you've been doing to the American people, like on their backs. They're losing their minds, and I'm there for it.
And then we've got some of the biggest media players ever, like the Joe Rogans of the world. Also, on top of the fact that they can't control the message, he's also piling on and exposing the gaslighting, like he did with you, Bernie. Bernie got a hold.
Amazing to watch all these left-wing people suddenly. Bernie Sanders making a post about how Donald Trump is trying to silence independent media was the wildest fucking gaslighting I think I've ever seen from a politician. Independent media? You mean fucking CBS? You mean CBS that edited that Kamala Harris interview to make it look like she had a really good point?
100%. And then I don't know if you caught Alex Soros reposting this claim that basically you have an unelected cabal wielding power. I mean, that's
you.
Yeah,
that's you, Alex. That's your dad. This is crazy.
Yeah, no, it's a very, very strange historical moment.
Also, it's like you haven't addressed any of the exposed corruption. All you're talking about is the horrors of dismantling this amazing organization. What about all the shit that they've uncovered? There's not even a counter argument. Like, no, we need to fund gender fluid dance in fucking Turkey. like, what are you talking about? We need $200 million for Starbucks Keurig cups. What?
I know. It's just crazy. Now, he was a Bernie bro once upon a time. He backed Bernie, you guys. That guy, everybody needs to remember that. But see, the difference between Rogan and a lot of other liberals is that Rogan, he will see the truth, and then he internalizes it, and he's like, I'm going to shift course. I see it for what it is, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to change my mind about some things. Whereas other liberals are like, I can't do that. I'm just going to dig my heels in, and I'm going to double, triple, and quadruple down. And I'm going to continue to just pretend that I can't see the actual truth. Like he saw it, and then he says it out loud. So
to millions and millions and millions of people.
Right.
That's what's got the Democrats all in a tizzy, because Jake Tapper, he can talk to his 35,000 people or whatever, but he doesn't even come close. None of them do. None of the legacy media comes close to what alternative media is reaching.
Totally.
And it's amazing.